all year long.
Mischief Night, Larry. Oh, without a doubt, the best night of the year.
That's right. What other time can we be ourselves, mingle with the living, and have a total blast?
None that I can think of. Thank Hades for Mischief Night, huh?
The only time of year I can go any place I want. Nobody gets scared, and everybody likes me. They just think I'm a cool dude in a cool costume.
I wish I could say the same thing. Folks usually think I'm lazy. And just wrap myself head to toe in gauze from the medicine cabinet. Sometimes I want to unwrap and watch their faces when these dusty bandages hit the floor. And poof, there's nothing left.
Now that would be some kind of parlor trick, Fred.
Yeah, it would be. But I don't know how I'd ever rewrap myself. I'm made up of dust and stale air molecules at this point, you know. I'd just vanish.
Then let's never do that. You're my best friend, Fred. Mischief Night wouldn't be the same without you.
You're not just saying that because I'm a 2,000-year-old mummy, and biting me would be like eating one of those foam rubber pie displays from the window of Mrs. Crampton's Cakes and Curiosities, are you?
Definitely not. I'm saying it because I mean it, Fred. I can't imagine having more fun with anyone on Mischief Night than I have with you, even if you are a 2,000-year-old mummy.
Oh, thanks, Lair. No, I think you're swell, too. For a zombie.
Hey, wouldn't it be wild if these were costumes? And in the morning, we could wipe off the grease paint and unwrap the bandages, and voila! We were just a couple of guys from the neighborhood with jobs and hobbies and families.
Yeah, that'd really be something. I've been wrapped up like this for so long. I can't remember what it was like before.
Same here. I used to love trick-or-treating for all that candy. Boy, I really had a sweet tooth. Ever since I became a zombie, though, my diet's changed quite a bit. I mean, I still have the sweet tooth, but my cravings are a little different.
That's an understatement. Well, listen, there's no point in musing about how it could be, when this is how it is. We are what we are. I'm a mummy, and you're a zombie, and tonight's Mischief Night, so let's have fun.
You know, Fred, there might be somebody out there who could answer our wish.
Oh, not with that old legend again, Larry. It's just a legend. Nobody can answer our wish.
All right.
So, ready to have fun?
You bet.
That's the spirit.
You know, Fred, being undead here in Halloween World isn't so bad. We have ghosts and ghoulies behind every tree, under every rock, and Grandview Cemetery throws the biggest parties ever.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Boo!
Oh, sup, Boo?
Are you two ready for the one and only Mischief Night?
Yeah!
Telling you boys, tonight's the greatest night in recorded history. So many opportunities for creeps and frights, with shrieks of terror all through the night.
It's guys like you who make it as fun as it can be, Boo.
No doubt! What would Mischief Night be without the one and only Boogeyman?
Thanks, boys. I know I put on a savage front, but it's nice to be appreciated. It's hard work being the boogeyman.
No, I'll bet.
I mean, I want to scare the whole world in one go, you know. But I just can't. So many victims, so little time.
Frustrating.
You got that right. Hey, you guys want to team up tonight? You take the east side, I'll take the west. We can work our way to the middle and spook folks white-haired.
That sounds like a good time, Boo, but we might just take it easy tonight and watch the festivities from afar.
Watch from afar? What kind of evil doing is that?
We're not much interested in evil doing, Boo. Ooh, we want to have fun.
Fun? Fun's in the eye of the beholder, Mummy. And what's more fun than mayhem, destruction, unbridled terror?
Oh, I don't know. Making friends, doing new things, going new places?
Guys, the chasm between us is widening like the river Styx. What's with all this feel-good mumbo-jumbo you're spewing out? You got food poisoning? Bite a bad brain or something?
No, Boo, everything's fine. We'd just kind of like to mingle, see how the other half lives.
The living half!
Right? Maybe we can make some new friends and do some different stuff in the new year. When everyone flees in horror at the mere sight of you, after a while, it gets to be a real drag.
If you ask me, the only thing more fun than making folks flee in horror is when you trap them and when they got nowhere to run. Talk about good times.
Say, Boo, have you ever heard the ancient tale of Ghoul?
You betcha.
Oh, but that's just legend, right?
Not at all, folks.
See, I told you.
Ghoul's an ancient sage tree that grows in the far countryside out of town.
He does? I knew it.
But he ain't no easy find. It's said that Ghoul's roots are like giant squid tentacles, and he can uproot himself and move around at will.
Whoa! That's wild!
Sure is. Legend also has it that Ghoul will grant every traveler a wish. One wish. Once a year. And once a year only. You guys know when that is?
It's gotta be tonight, right?
Bingo, Sherlock. Mischief night it is.
See? Sounds like Ghoul could be the answer to all our problems.
I suppose he does. Do you know where we might find Ghoul tonight, Boo?
Me? Nah. Oh, I've never seen Ghoul myself. For all I know, the legend could just be a bedtime story to scare kids to sleep. Or to keep them up all night, which is even more fun.
Oh.
Cheer up, old chops. I hear Ghoul lives somewhere along the brick road of the dead. You could go and check for yourselves if the legend is true.
The Brick Road of the Dead? But the Brick Road of the Dead doesn't exist in the realm of conventional physics. It's endless. You could travel it for eternity and never reach your destination.
That's right. And when I was growing up, my mom told me never to travel the Brick Road of the Dead. She said only creepers used it and only bad stuff happened on it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I started hanging around it for kicks. But they've really cleaned that road up a lot in the last few centuries. There's even a community garden now.
A community garden?
Yeah, watch out though. It's full of man-eating plants and stuff. And you don't even want to meet the banana spiders. Yeesh, they're huge. Those things even give me the willies.
Thanks for the advice, Boo, but it sounds kind of dangerous. Maybe we'll just stay home tonight and watch the parade on TV and play board games.
Give me a break, Mummy. Board games make you bored. Now, I know you guys are deader than doornails, but live a little, for crying out loud. It's not like you'll be alone. You guys do everything together, right? So, go on a grand adventure. Strike out for parts unknown. Nobody can change your life except you. It's mischief night. What do you have to lose?
Yes!
No.
Boo's right. What do we have to lose? I mean, look at us. We're technically already dead. It's Not like we'd be killed by a carnivorous plant or in a snake attack. Let's go for it. We've heard stories about the Brick Road of the Dead forever. What better time to explore it for ourselves than on this night of all nights, Mischief Night?
You're right, Lair. What are we afraid of? You're a zombie, for crying out loud, and I'm a mummy. We're two of the most terrifying creatures to ever stalk the shadows. Who's gonna mess with us? What was that? It sounded like a raptor. Watch the sky! If its talons get tangled in my bandages, I'm a goner.
Calm down, Fred. Calm down. It was just Hootie. He lives here. He's our friend, remember?
Oh, right. I knew that. I was just testing you, making sure you're up for this.
All right, Fred. Let's go get my walking shoes and tighten up your bandages. We're gonna follow the Brick Road of the Dead, wherever it leads. Selma! 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 There you are. I have news.
Pins! I thought I told you never to disturb me in the castle, especially when I'm casting spells and conjuring wraiths.
I know, but it's important, Selma. You'll want to hear this.
Oh? Important? Like the time you interrupted my seance to tell me you messed up your pumpkin carving?
No, not like that. Although that was a bummer. I was going for a totally creepy boogeyman vibe and...
You're wasting my time, Pens. Out with it. What brings you to my castle this late? And on Mischief Night, no less. I should be 13 spells deep by now, enjoying a whirlwind of ghosts, specters, and demons filling the skies overhead like a majestic, supernatural tornado that only the Wicked Witch of the Dead can summon!
You are amazingly talented, Selma. The undisputed Wicked Witch of the Dead. I'm forever in your command.
Yes, that's because I put you under a spell that makes you beholden to me, and me alone, forever and ever.
Right. But I mean, I'm okay with it, is what I'm saying. Every sidekick needs a master, and I'm proud to call you mine.
Cut to the chase, Pins! My feet are falling asleep.
My sixth sense was tingling like mad, so I opened my third eye and saw something I think you'll find interesting. 2 friends from Halloween World have set out on the Brick Road of the Dead.
Oh, they have they? And what do these fiends hope to find out there?
They've gone in search of Ghoul, Selma. They want to confer with none other than the magical sage tree.
Cool. So it's power they seek, eh? Even after my express commands to all in Halloween World never to travel the Brick Road of the Dead, lest they incur my wrath?
Even still, they persist. Shall I intercept them and make them realize the severity of their error? Make them rue the day they were born? I mean, they died?
No, Pins, no. Leave them be. We'll wait and watch. I believe those fiends will frighten easily and flee back to their miserable Halloween huts before dawn. With a tale of terror they'll tell their grandchildren. Despite their fleeting bravery, I know they're spineless. They shan't get far.
As you wish, Selma.
Nay, as I command, Pins. Now, leave me. I've many spirits to conjure before the morning light. Tonight shall be a mischief night for the ages!
Just think of it, Fred. Both of us, alive and kicking, no longer members of the undead. What a trip that would be.
Yeah, it would be. Do you think Halloween World would still accept us as one of its own?
I don't know, but I guess we wouldn't be if both you and I had blood coursing through our veins, breath filling our lungs, twinkles in our eyes, pep in our step, and hearts beating with life. We'd probably have to move out.
Isn't that a kicker? If we get everything we ever wanted, and as a result lose everything we have.
Just one of the endless conundrums that come with being alive, Fred.
It's still better than being dusty all the time. Oh, I'd love to take a bath. A long bath. By candlelight. Oh, I'd soak for hours. Maybe even days.
And I can actually order from a restaurant menu. I've always been curious about chicken pot pies and milkshakes. I'd love to try a big strawberry milkshake.
Me too! And I could drink a whole one down without sprouting leaks from my sides. Such a mess. And I could try face cream. Heck, after 2,000 years, I might need it a little. Hey, I wonder if I'm handsome. What if I look better with these bandages on? And I should leave well enough alone. Oh, the joke sure would be on me then, huh?
Nah, don't think like that, Fred. You've been my best friend for as long as I can remember. You're caring and smart and generous and fun to be around. It doesn't matter what you look like under the bandages. You'll always be my main mummy.
Oh, thanks, buddy. And just so you know, I'd never hold it against you if you decided to order a side of warm brains with your pot pie.
Thanks, Fred, but I don't think the living serve warm brains. It's kind of a faux pas. I think we ought to find Ghoul before sunrise. If there's black magic at play, he might just be a regular old tree in the daytime.
Demon speed, friends. You're gonna need it.
Selma, my sixth sense is blowing up. My pins are tingling. Those friends from Halloween World haven't turned back in terror. In fact, they're moving even faster than we thought.
Is that so? Exactly how fast are they moving, Pins?
Lightning fast. For two non-flying creatures, they're covering incredible ground. No one in recent memory's been as sure-footed on the brick road of the dead as these two.
How charming. Unfortunately for them, I don't do charms. Why don't I call in a little favor and alter their trek from charmed to cursed?
Sweet! I love it when you throw curses, Selma.
You and everybody else, Pins, stand back while I awaken my magic vortex mirror, Merwin.
Merwin? Ooh, this is gonna be bad. In a good way.
Shh! Quiet. From the darkest depths for souls to take, obey me now, Mirror, awake!
Whoa!
Greetings, Merwin. So nice to see you again. Merwin, two friends from a faraway land dare defy my will. To deter their advance, I seek an ally of the night. Connect me to our old friend, Count Dracula! Good evening, Count. Dashing as ever, I see.
Ah, my sweet Selma. So fair, so frightful.
You're still a charmer, Dracula. We must get together sometime and enjoy each other's company. Over some toad saliva, perhaps.
Indeed, but remember, I never drink toad saliva.
How could I forget? Silly of me, Dracula. I have a little problem. Two of them, actually. And I was wondering if you might like to have a little fun this mischief night and help rid me of them.
But of course, Selma. Ask and you shall receive. Anything for the vaunted wicked witch of the dead.
Wow, talk about connections.
Count, there are two pesky pedestrians from Halloween World making their way along the brick road of the dead, which, just so happens to run right by your mansion, correct?
That is correct. Would you like me to bring these pedestrians in for a little nightcap?
Yes, I think that would be lovely, Count. And who knows? They may even want to stay there forever!
I catch your drift, Witchy Pooh dear. And don't worry, I'll describe the fate those Halloweeners meet when we next speak.
I look forward to it, Dracula. Until then, ciao!
Ciao, sweet Selma.
Oh my gosh, that was Dracula! Like, the Count Dracula! You never told me you knew Dracula, Selma.
Yes, Pins. He and I go back centuries. Once upon a time, we terrorized the Transylvania countryside, side by side. What a delightful bloodbath it was!
I love this job.
Larry, I've been thinking. What if this tree isn't friendly? And what if it doesn't want to grant our wishes like Boo said it would?
I hadn't even thought of that, Fred. I suppose it's a possibility. It's not like Ghoul makes himself readily accessible.
Right! What do we do if the tree decides it dislikes us? And instead of granting our wishes, it puts on an evil curse on our heads! Man, we're doomed to walk the earth as a mummy and a zombie! Forever!
I think you're being a bit fatalistic.
Look, I've been living with this mummy's curse for 2,000 years, Lair. 2,000 years! I don't need to do anything to make it worse.
Are you saying you want to turn back?
I'm thinking about it. It's getting darker out here. Colder. Creepier.
Since when has dark and creepy bothered us?
Well, you have a point. But the cold sucks. Stiffens my joints and limbs right up. And I don't need to be any more rigid than I already am.
Just buck up and hang in there, Fred. If we just stick together, I think everything will work out for the best.
I'll remember that, Lair, because this place is ultra creeptastic.
Ah, listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Children? I don't know about you, but that sounded like a wolf to me.
Indeed, weary travelers. There are predators in these woods. Why don't you two come inside, kick off your shoes and relax. Stretch out, lay your heads back, expose your necks.
Thanks for the offer, Mr.
Call me Count. Count Dracula!
Yikes. He's a vampire, and not just a vampire, the king of all vampires. Let's go, Larry. Let's get out of here.
Hold on, Fred. Sure, he's got a bad reputation, but you can't believe everything you hear. He seems friendly enough. Maybe he'll tell us how close we are to finding Ghoul.
Or maybe he'll take a bite out of our necks. And I'm dry as the grave, Lair. I don't even want to think about how mad Dracula will be if he bites me and gets a mouthful of dust. Let's go!
Let me handle this. Count Dracula, maybe you can help us?
Oh, boy.
Help you? With what?
We're looking for a tree called Ghoul. Could you please tell us if we're headed in the right direction? We'd sure hate to get lost out here. On Mischief Night, no less.
Yes, that would be unfortunate. Why don't you come inside my mansion and we'll take a look at a map?
No!
That's mighty nice of you, Count, but I'm afraid Ghoul won't appear on any maps. We heard this tree moves around.
Moves around? But trees don't move around. You know what moves around? Tree monsters!
Monsters?
Yes, monsters. The tree you seek is evil, and not to be trifled with. Besides that, Ghoul hasn't granted a wish since the days of horses and carriages. Ah, those were the days. Everyone so rosy, so plump. I miss that.
So you do know Ghoul?
I know all things, traveler, and see all things. Like that steady pulse in your neck going thump, 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 thump.
For heaven's sake, Claire, let's get out of here.
It's okay, Fred. I don't have a pulse.
Come closer. Let me get to know you better.
You'll be sorely disappointed, Count. Trust us.
Thanks for talking with us, Count. We'll be on our way now, but it was sure nice meeting you.
Leaving so soon? But you just got here.
And we have to run. Oh, literally. Go, Larry! Go!
Be careful, travelers. Some predators bite. I'm getting too old for this.
Oh, Mummy! That was a close call back there. Did you see the Count's eyes? Thought he was gonna pounce on you and drain you like a sippy cup.
Thanks for that visual. I wonder if Dracula was telling the truth.
About watching our neck pulses?
No, about Ghoul not granting wishes anymore. It'd be a real shame to come all this way, only to have to go all the way back empty-handed. Or worse, we could get lost and wander out here forever.
Well, after meeting Count Dracula, I'm starting to think we might not want to be human out here, Lair. Maybe the only way we can survive a trip like this is if we're like we are, already dead.
Don't think like that, Fred. We'll never know what could have been if we don't at least give this a shot. Besides, who do you believe more? Boo the Boogeyman or Count Dracula the Vampire?
I'm not sure either of them can be trusted. To tell you the truth, why can't we just have normal friends, like other folks?
Because we live in Halloween world, Fred. The rules of the regular world do not apply. Never have, never will. But maybe after we find that tree and get our wishes, we can be regular folks too, and things will be better than ever.
I sure hope you're right.
We won't know till we find Ghoul. Now come on, we're wasting time.
Mirror, mirror, eye in the sky, who is the fairest witch that flies? Oh, Dracula, I didn't expect to see you again so soon. Tell me the good news.
Good news? I'm afraid I have none, Selma. Those wayward travelers got by me.
They got by you? How?
I'm not as young and spry as I once was. I'm far from the savage, shape-shifting vampire I was when we terrorized those Transylvanian villages together.
Now you tell me, where did they go, Count?
I don't know. They ran off.
And you didn't even give chase?
No, my nights of chasing are long behind me. The last time I tried it, I stubbed my toe badly on a rock. So, I attempted to transform into a bat and fly, only to discover my powers have greatly waned. Instead, I turned into a black-billed cuckoo. It was a bad night.
What? I thought I could count on you. Of all creatures, Count!
In my younger days, I could have easily talked those fools into my mansion, like flies to the spider. But now, my legend precedes me. Everyone's on guard. They've seen too many movies, read too many books. My story has horrified generations, and I don't even get royalties.
Nobody ever said being undead was fair, Count.
Tell me about it. I still pay utilities on my mansion. Do you know how much my air conditioning bill is every month? It costs a fortune to keep this place as cold as the crypt. Before long, I may have to get a real job.
Boo-hoo! Try Tombstone Salesman. It's right up your alley. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have 2 Halloween World misfits to stop.
Allow me to make it up to you, Selma. I can book us some time at Build-A-Broom in the mall. It's a wonderful bonding experience.
Ugh, sentimental